Lots of people want to be trained in writing the perfect media release. That's okay, and here's what I tell them. There is no perfect media release, but there are better ones, and you can improve the releases you're probably currently writing. If that's a big challenge for you, writing a media release, don't worry. More than anything you'll ever write, it's a bunch of components, little parts that you plug in, and in the end, ta-da, you've got yourself a media release. Let's look at those components. Rule number 1, everyone says they know this, no more than 1 page. Your media release must not extend to 2 pages, no matter how nuanced or complex or involved your story is. Have I made that clear? 1 page only. Number 2, the headline. We know what the job of the headline is. It's to grab attention. And you are trying to grab the attention of some of the busiest people on the planet, journalists. So it must be outrageous. It must be punny. It must be funny. It must be urgent. It can even be cryptic. This headline up here is backed up with a secondary line called the strap. And the strap has the job of more soberly explaining what your media release is all about. The opening paragraph has a lot of work to do. It's got to explain you, your story, why the story is urgent now. And it's also got to do it in a way that makes it sound interesting. Now that's backed up by the quote. A lot of people leave their quotes in their media releases for the second last or even last paragraph. No, I like to see the quote as the second paragraph. And here's a tip: make the quotes interesting. And here's how to find out whether your quote is interesting. Write the quote, take away the quotation marks, and if it still more or less makes sense, your quote is boring. Your quote must sound like a real person delivered that real quote to a real journalist in the real world. So don't say, oh, we're looking forward to working with government in the future on projects such as the, oh my gosh, so boring. Instead of a boring quote, have your spokesperson quoted as saying something like, finally, hallelujah, the day has come. We thank the government for at long last funding the new puppies preschool. They will have the gratitude of the people of Hootville forever. That's a real quote that sounds like it comes from a real person. It could not make sense without those quotation marks. Thus, it's probably an interesting quote, and you've made a friend of the journalist. So after your headline and strap, the opening paragraph and the quote, add some supplementary information, a second paragraph of quotes, perhaps your contact details. Throw on a date and a logo and you're done. It can be as simple as that. Now, to improve your media relations and PR performance, do 2 things. Number 1, subscribe to this YouTube channel. And number 2, go to the Hootville.com gift shop, where you will find PDFs and ebooks and media contact lists, all for free, all for you. Don't be shy. Enjoy.